type of things and start destroying Git.
Okay, guys, I finally got the recording sorted out, so we can get started. My apologies, it may be a little noisy because I'm in a coffee shop, but this is our general Ortelius community meeting, just to cover basic stuff that we need to get through and kind of connect the architects and the outreach. So I think the first thing is Brian Dawson has accepted doing the podcast, our first podcast, which is awesome. He is now added to the calendar and is all good with doing that for us. So we have our first podcast person. I'm going to continue looking at people that we can recruit to do that. It got some name recognition to do those podcasts for us. There was a discussion in the architecture group, and you guys were both here, but just for recording this, about creating a better experience for people for doing contributions, which would include doing something on video and Discord. And literally, when we talked about it in the morning, and then the afternoon architecture group asked for the same thing. So in a weird way, we were all connected and thinking the same way. So the folks out of the Australia and New Zealand want to do something similar in terms of having a way to have a time that everybody can get together to code, basically. And they're sort of doing that, right, Steve? And with Brad's group, they're kind of getting together and doing work together.
Sometimes they will, depending on what they need to accomplish, but what the goal is, Brad has a few more people that want to join Ortelius, and to get them kind of launched up and going. The thought was to do like a 2-hour mini hackathon, or I don't want to call it a hackathon, but more like a co-coding event for 2 hours to just, get on Zoom and work through a bunch of the to-dos around what they're working on the GitHub side. So we kind of did it last week at the architecture to just get through some, getting some Git stuff set up, some GitHub stuff set up, getting like user IDs, passwords, the simple stuff like that, but it makes it go along a lot faster when we're all on a call together and all on the same page working together. So I think in the future, setting up a co-coding event, one in a decent time zone for the folks that, like on this time, and then maybe one in Australian time zone. And we'll have to see if we need one in a good time zone for India. So we may end up with 3, but we'll have to kind of play that out.
I think India could cross between the two, actually.
It just depends what time they want to do the work. If they want to do it right now it's nighttime there. If they want to do it, contribute at this time where they can cross over with us. India crossing over with Australia is very hard to do.
Right. That's impossible. Literally, it would be a weird hour for somebody. It'd be like 3 a.m. for one side or the other.
Yeah, it will be like 4 a.m. for us.
And it seems like the Australian side doesn't mind doing their work in the morning. So it's they do their stuff in the morning instead of after work for contributing. It seems like, but we'll play it by ear.
So I guess I should just maybe send out an email to the Google group and let them know we're trying to do this, and maybe suggest some times. I don't have Doodle anymore. I guess I could do a Doodle. I don't think I don't think we paid for Doodle, so I can. But I'll look at figuring out a way to schedule that and see what works for everybody. Maybe I'll just put a Doodle out there and ask for people to select the times that work the best, and we'll come up with like maybe what do you guys think? for a hackathon, maybe we do 3 in each area. So we'd have 6.
I would just start. I would just start with let's just get the first one under our belt, and then we can go back around and figure out what we have left on the to-do list, and then schedule another one. I think they should just be a little more free form. So like 2 weeks from now on Thursday or whatever, we're going to do a co-coding event.
Why don't we do this
for 2 hours?
Why don't we make the existing architecture meetings over the course of the next 6 weeks, those events?
That can work. We'll just have to extend the time out for a couple hours.
Yep, I'll do that. I'll make a note and I'll extend the time for the architecture meetings and call them well, we're going to just do hackathon hours for each of them.
Yep. And that will help us get through some of the to-dos. Sergio, we'll have to kind of groom through the issues and see what we can kind of pull together for folks to work on.
Yes, I've been working on that. I'm trying to pull out the new feature of GitHub that is, they have like a new project view. So I started like doing the layouts, labels, milestones. So I think pretty much that I need is a conversation, because we need to have like a prioritization. I need to understand what is critical, what is not, what is, how to say it. I need to know how, because all the issues like don't have like any category or I cannot.
Right.
So Steve, I think you need to get together with Sergio, and maybe you guys create a list of pull requests that we might be able to use for this spring hackathon. And then
I think it's a prioritization in all the lists and adding some context about what is related. But I'm trying to search it but the thing is, we are going to, I think we should work in a project way, with milestones, with assignees and stuff like that. It's pretty simple. It's much a table, but I need this conversation to have an insight about what we want to achieve in the short.
Okay, I will circle back around with you and get on your calendar.
I think that'd be helpful, and then we'll just tag those pull requests so people know where to go to look for them.
Yeah, so what you do is, like Sergio was saying, they've added labels, so you can
that's what I meant.
Group issues together through labels, and then there's like a Kanban board that is you can associate those labels to the Kanban board, I think.
Okay.
It's called I think it's called a GitHub project, right, Sergio? Anyways, but that's what's happening with the coding and architecture.
Okay. And when you do those, can we make sure that we potentially add stuff for documentation for some folks who may want to participate, but are more inclined to do testing and documentation?
Yes, we'll need to make sure that those types of issues are out there. I don't know if a bunch of detailed documentation issues are created yet. Some of the issues are like just document. That's the issue. And I don't think like Sergio was saying, it's not detailed enough.
Right.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't find my button. When I shared the screen, I didn't know where my unmute button was. So I don't know if you can see my screen.
Yep, we can.
Okay, so there is a project option inside GitHub, but they released like a new project version that is this one. We can see it in a dashboard way, but I don't know. Like people with Kanban sometimes like get a little lost. But the easy thing is we can like put all the issues here, like just in a table, having the assignee, the state. I am trying to add labels and milestones to at least know what is critical, what is not critical, and what is the context for that. So that's why I need this like insight to adding more information on the issues. And after that, we are going to have like a nice view of this. I put it a little like topics about, I call it Galaxy Battle, but at least I meant to work on things that are like critical, like repairing stuff, like improving stuff, like nice to have stuff, to have like a more easy way to understand what is, if I doing something that is maybe cosmetic or maybe is a technical deep, but I'm trying to add more views and way to see it, to get to know is in an easy way where to start. So this is like the new, you see this beta, you can give feedback over here, but I think it's pretty easy because it's much like working with calculation, like Excel, I don't know, like sheets, I don't know. That is more simple. But this, after we met, we have this meeting with Steve. We will have like this feel, and it's going to be a lot of easier like groups, like with 10, maybe 20 issues than right now that we have like 166 issues where you don't know where to start.
Yeah, this is going to be much easier, Sergio. It's a great idea. Do you know if you can add discussions to this?
I'm starting to learn how it works. So probably next meeting, I'm going to have a lot of much insight about, probably I'm going to try to do a little presentation about how it works and what you can do, how to communicate and stuff like that.
Okay. Well, I think it'll be, once you and Steve get together and can break these little, I would call them segments, I don't know, but collections of smaller releases and get those out. I think it'll help everybody.
Cool. Okay.
And I kind of like Galaxy Battle. Maybe we call that that's what our hackathon's going to be called.
Yeah, I have shields, batteries, weapons, communication, training room, exploration. Yeah, it feels fun.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, looks good.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah,
and I like and I like the way you're kind of categorizing them like into like critical path, nice to haves. I think that's totally missing in the issues now. They're just more technical instead of really labeling them on what they're.
Today's like this.
Labeling them in a more practical way.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's too hard to find stuff in what you can work on, and that's part of the a barrier for people contributing. Cool.
Old view, new view. Simple.
Yep. Yeah. No, that'll be great. This will be much easier for people. Okay, we have we're going to have to jump here pretty soon. We started a little late, but I know we got another call. But I do want to point out we've got Arvind, welcome back. I haven't talked to you since the holidays, so glad to see you back. And then we have a new individual. Basan, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi everyone. Thank you, Tracy. Yes, I got a call yesterday with Tracy, and I'm just discovering. And to be honest, I don't get everything what has been discussed in this meeting, but I'm more than happy to join the community and to start with you. I'm basically a Java developer, and I'm living in Switzerland. I'm working now for a big bank, Credit Suisse. And I do mostly Java development and DevOps tasks. That's it.
We're excited to have you. Your
welcome
background's
aboard.
Yes, welcome aboard.
Thank
We're
you.
excited to have you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you.
Anything else that is of kind of on the outreach side? Simon's not here. Not sure that there's anything in particular other than getting the podcast kicked off, and I think that we've got that started. So we're just kind of cranking along. Unless there's anything else, I will give everybody back the rest of their evening or afternoon or morning.
Well, the only other thing I had was the Google Summer of Code is coming up, and I think based on their new requirements where you need to provide about 175 to 350 hours to a person that you're going to mentor. I think it's just too much for what we have going on with everything else. So I would just recommend that we skip Google Summer of Code this time.
I think so too. It took us a lot to pull that stuff together, and it didn't, benefit us. Unless the CDF wants us to pursue it, I would say we'd not. But if the CDF asks us to, we probably should.
I have an idea. Why don't we just put the Ortelius member to do that? Like there are also other students in Ortelius. So it's like the normal, not putting that much hours.
Yeah, so we would need at least 2 to 3 mentors for each mentee. So it's a pretty big a time commitment from our side to make it happen. We may want to look for other ways to help mentor people, but we'll have to look to see what else is out there. That's what I would recommend.
Yeah, like I agree with you, Steve. Like mentoring people in our own community first.
Exactly. And I think the little co-coding events will help on that front.
Absolutely, yeah.
Well, that's all I had. That's the last thing I wanted to bring up.
All right, then. Thank you, everybody. I'm gonna. I just brought up the general meeting minutes, and it looks like we haven't updated it since December 14th. Is that correct?
Tracy, I have to talk.
Yeah. What's up?
I think I choose the topic organizing your microservice with Ortelius. Am I good fit for this one?
What? I'm not sure I understood that question, and it's kind of hard for me to hear in here. So
I choose the topic to talk.
Oh, you
Organize
did?
your microservice. Yeah.
Great. So you're gonna submit that? Do you want any help with it?
Let me ask you first if I am able to do it. My topic is organize your microservice with Ortelius.
Nice. I think that's a really good
Yeah.
topic. Organizing microservices tends to be something that people do ask us about, so that's a great topic. And if you need any help with you want to submit the stuff, and I'll take a look at it. But did you already get it submitted?
No, I haven't submitted yet.
Yeah, well, I'm happy to edit whatever it is that you have. Just do like a little abstract, and then I'm happy to take a look at it before you submit it if you want. But if you feel good about submitting it on your own, no worries.
No, I need help.
You need
Because
help? Okay. Well, you got it. I will be there for you. You just send it to me. Write an abstract. Let me edit it. And if I have questions, I'll ping you.
Okay, I will do it. I will send it to you tomorrow in the mail, right?
Yep, that works.
Okay. Thank you.
And I think Brad McCoy is going to submit a talk too. So anybody else on this call, if you want to submit a talk to CDCon, be sure and just I think we've got a little bit of time. I think I'm not sure what the closing date is for that, but it might be sometime in February.
28. I think the year.
And I'm guessing we'll get at least. And I'm guessing we'll get at least 4 spots.
Yes, we should. We should get at least 4 spots. So don't be shy. Go ahead and submit your talk and see what happens. And if you need help on editing the abstract, just ping me on Discord or shoot me an email.
Yeah, I will do it.
Okay.
I think Chacha got one topic also.
Nice try, Alvin.
And and please sign in. The doc for the sign is in the chat. So if you could just go ahead and if you're part of the Google Groups, you should have access to that doc. And just please sign in that you were here at this meeting. Normally, I try to keep track of that, but it's not going to be. I got too many things going on right now.
Okay. I am
Or
doing
I
it.
have to drop for another meeting.
Okay.
Talk to you everybody later.
Okay. Thank you, and thanks,
Cheers,
Sergio, for
bye.
doing that work. That looks great.
Thank you. I tried. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.
Okay.
Thank you.